What if the car making you look rich is the same reason you are secretly going broke? Not broke like a movie villain losing everything overnight. Broke in the American way. Payment due Friday. Insurance due Monday. Gas tank empty Wednesday. And somehow Instagram still thinks you are living the dream. Picture a young guy in Los Angeles walking into a dealership for one harmless test drive. That phrase is already dangerous. Nobody destroys a budget by saying, "Let me calmly study depreciation." They destroy it when a salesman smiles, hands them the keys, and says, "Take it around the block." The car is black, low, loud, and shiny enough to make streetlights jealous. The engine starts, his brain stops doing math, and suddenly rent, savings, insurance, interest, and repairs disappear behind one thought. This is who I am now. For the first week, it works. People stare at red lights, friends ask for rides, his stories look expensive. He parks far away so the car gets a dramatic entrance, like Batman with worse financing. Then the first payment hits, and the dream stops sounding like success. It starts sounding like a debt collector with leather seats. That is the dark side of luxury cars in America. They are sold as freedom, confidence, identity, and proof that you made it. But for many buyers, the car does not become freedom. It becomes a monthly reminder that looking successful and being financially stable are not the same thing. By April 2026, the average new vehicle in the United States sold for about $49,461. That is the average car, not the fantasy spec. So when someone reaches for a BMW, Mercedes, Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Escalade, Corvette, or truck, the financial game is on hard mode. But the sticker price is only the opening scene. The real trap begins after the car is sitting in the driveway. In early 2026, the average amount financed on a new vehicle reached $43,899, and the average monthly payment hit $773. That is not a tiny car note. That is a serious bill wearing sunglasses. Even worse, about 1 in 5 financed new car buyers were paying $1,000 or more every month. $1,000 before insurance, before fuel, before parking, before maintenance, before the mysterious dashboard light that appears when you promised yourself you would finally start saving. Quick reality check. If your car payment needs its own chair at family dinner, the car may be too expensive. To make the number look less scary, buyers stretch the loan. By Q1 2026, 84-month or longer loans made up 22.9% of financed new car purchases. That is 7 years or more. 7 years is long enough for a phone to become ancient, and your dream car to become the old model while you are still paying for yesterday's flex. Then comes insurance. Full coverage averages about $2,697 a year, roughly $225 a month. Luxury cars can push that higher because parts cost more, claims cost more, and apparently the badge needs financial protection too. Then fuel joins the party. On May 29, 2026, AAA showed regular gas around $4.39 nationally. Many luxury and performance cars prefer premium, because of course they do. The car already eats your paycheck, now it wants the steak dinner. And fuel is still only one bite. Tires, brakes, registration, parking, detailing, oil changes, and repairs keep arriving like guests who were never invited but somehow know your address. One performance tire can cost what some people spend on groceries. One repair invoice can make you stare at the paper like it insulted your family. This is why total cost matters more than the monthly payment. The payment is the headline. The real story is everything hiding under it. Now go back to our guy. At first, he loved the attention. Night drives through downtown felt cinematic. City lights moved across the hood. Music played low. Ego ran high. He filmed the badge, he posted the startup sound. Every traffic light felt like an awards show. But 3 months later, the car started shrinking his life. Dinner with friends became, maybe next week. Weekend trips became, I'm busy. Investing became, soon. Savings became, after this month. But this month kept repeating. Online, he looked rich. In real life, he checked his bank account before ordering fries. He had attention, but not peace. He had status, but not room to breathe. The car made strangers admire him while making his own budget afraid of him. Ask yourself this: if a car impresses people who do not know you but controls the life you actually live, who is really driving? That pressure gets worse because social media rewards the image, not the invoice. A clean night shot of a Lamborghini gets applause. A paid-off simple car gets ignored. Nobody double taps your emergency fund. Nobody comments fire emojis under a retirement account. So people feed the illusion. They wash the car, film the car, defend the car, and quietly resent the car. That is not ownership. That is image management with a loan attached. And the monthly bill never cares how many likes you got after midnight. Meanwhile, his friend drives a simple Toyota. Nothing loud, nothing exotic. At gas stations, it receives the same attention as a toaster. But every month, that friend keeps more money. He invests, he travels, he sleeps. He is not trying to win the parking lot. He is trying to win his future. That contrast hurts because it exposes the lie. Looking rich is public. Being free is private. The luxury owner gets compliments from strangers. The simple car owner gets choices. One pays for applause, the other buys margin. One has a badge, the other has options. And options are what wealth actually feels like. Not red seats, not carbon fiber, not a steering wheel photo with a caption about grind season. Real wealth is being able to say yes without checking if the car already said no for you. Now, to be fair, luxury cars are not evil. A Porsche on an empty road can feel like therapy with horsepower. A Lexus can make traffic feel less like punishment. A Hellcat can turn Tuesday into a legal risk documentary. If you truly afford it, enjoy it. Cars can be art, culture, engineering, and joy, but afford does not mean approved. Dealership approval is not financial wisdom. It is a lender saying, "We believe you can suffer consistently." That should not be your life plan. Before buying the dream car, run the real number. Payment, insurance, fuel, maintenance, parking, registration, and repairs. Then ask what that number steals from you. Does it delay investing? Kill your emergency fund? Force credit card debt? Make dinner invitations feel like math quizzes? If yes, the car is not a reward. It is a shiny trap. And never buy a car for revenge. You know the story. An ex moved on. A cousin flexed at Thanksgiving. Someone doubted you. Suddenly, you want to pull up in something loud enough to heal childhood wounds. Please do not let a dealership become your therapist. They charge more and offer worse coffee. If your financial plan begins with "they'll see," close the tap deposit. Eventually, our guy reaches the breaking point. Another payment reminder appears. The car sits outside, shining under the streetlight like it has done nothing wrong. Technically, it is not. The car only moved, depreciated, consumed fuel, and demanded money. The fantasy was the expensive part, so he sells it. At first, it feels embarrassing. He imagines people asking what happened, but then he says the truth. "It was costing me the life I actually wanted." That sentence is stronger than any exhaust note. Afterward, life gets quieter. No dramatic engine, no parking lot attention, no strangers filming. But his bank account starts breathing again. He rebuilds savings. He stops performing success. He chooses peace over pressure. That is the real dark side of luxury cars. They can make you feel rich for a moment while making your future poorer by the month. The badge can impress strangers, but strangers do not pay your bills. The engine can sound powerful, but real power is not needing approval from people at a red light. So before you buy a car to look successful, ask one honest question. Is this vehicle building your life or decorating your debt? Because looking rich can make you broke. Real wealth is quieter. Real freedom has fewer payments. And sometimes, the strongest flex is driving something simple while your money finally works for you. If this video made you rethink dream cars, hit like and subscribe for more honest American car truth.